What's sticky gray and is used for everything? It's duct tape, and it's much more than just a household quick fix. Do you want to learn more? Let me show you what I've learned. My name is Emily Sullivan. I'm from Mitchell County, and I'm a 9th grader, and I've been employed for 6 years, and I'm from the West Cedar Sunbeam Storage Club. My presentation is on duct tape. Duct tape, the history and uses of a household item. History. Duct tape was invented by Johnson & Johnson during World War II, and Johnson & Johnson were experts on adhesive tape because they used it in medical, so they made this stuff often. And companies back then made war necessities, oftentimes for the war, they needed a lot of it. And the base where it was made was in Minnesota, so that's really close to it. What is duct tape made of? It has made of 3 layers. The top layer, which is the colored part you see, is a plastic polyethylene. And the middle part is a fabric mesh, that's what makes it so strong. And then the bottom is a rubber-based pressure-sensitive adhesive, which is the sticky part. Some early uses of duct tape are the duct tape in the military. It was actually invented for the military. So they use it mostly to keep moisture out of ammunition cases. They use it to package bullets because it would keep them dry, and then it was easy to get into when they needed them. And it was used to cover slippery things. Duct tape was used to wrap around the handles of things to better grip, because when your hands are all sweaty, you need something to grasp and carry easily. And that's the thing. It was used to cover shiny things for camouflage. It was applied to reflective surfaces, especially in combat zones, so that the enemy couldn't see where they were. It was also used to strap objects to trucks or people, and they just used it. They stuck it where they needed to, and they wrapped it around. And they used it because it was strong and waterproof. And it was also used because it was sticky, strong, and it was easy to tear when they needed it to be home. Duct tape and NASA. On Apollo 11, they used it to make a container for moon rock, and they used 2 Pringles lids and duct tape to hold it together, and they put moon rock in it to carry it so that they didn't move it. On Apollo 13, they used it to repair the carbon dioxide filter. They used duct tape, the old filter, and some other miscellaneous objects they found on the ship. Without this carbon dioxide filter, they would not have returned home and they all would have died. On Apollo 17, they used it to repair the fender, which is shown in this picture right here. And they used the duct tape in the old fender and they wrapped it around to keep it on. If the fender wasn't there, the moon rock would get into the cracks and crevices, and the moon rover would eventually break. And it's very expensive, so they didn't want that to happen. And they used it on Discovery 2005. And there's damage on the exterior from a fabric that came out. And they used duct tape, a vent pipe, and some miscellaneous objects to repair it. They were afraid that if they re-entered with the fabric still out, it would burn up like Challenger did before it. Challenger did. And that would be bad because they would all be dead. And they wouldn't have what they gained there. Some current uses of duct tape. Some also uses of duct tape are to remove lint, and I'm going to show you how that is done right now. This is just regular duct tape. And these are some really linty pants. They're black velvet and they're really, really linty. So if you just take it and stick it on where it's supposed to go, press it down a little bit, and then take it off, it makes it come off, this part. And you can use it several times. They're really simple, so you're going to have to get it. But it's a lot cheaper than lint rollers, which can cost a lot and you have to keep replacing them. And a roll of duct tape will last you a lot longer. Book binding, you can use it as mask, keep the cover on. I had a picture of it on the previous page, right there. And also right here I have a picture of it used in a tail light. To keep the tail light on. Until it's repaired. Correct. It can also be used in lawn chair webbing like it is right here in this picture. That way it's all completely duct tape. It's also used for broken windows and hurricane prep, like this man is doing up here. And I showed you the picture of the tail light. I used it to repair my own shoe. The piece of fabric that keeps the belt on had fallen off, so I used duct tape to repair it in bright pink. So, and I like these shoes, so that made it fun. It can also be used to fix a wallet. This is the wallet my dad uses, and it's mostly duct tape now, but it was a real wallet. It's mostly wallet. Now he can continue using it, and then he doesn't have to get another one. You can also use it to fix binders and folders from previous years, like I have here. And this will last me a long time, because it's duct tape will hold up. Some fun uses for duct tape. This is the kind of stuff you see in the news they have competitions about. This is a dress made out of duct tape. Here's a ball cap. This is a wallet made entirely out of duct tape. These are some hair accessories. And here is a dress, like a bracelet and a corsage. Right here I have my headband is made out of duct tape. My bracelet is made out of duct tape. And this is a flower and some vase and a vase that I made out of duct tape. The Duct Tape Festival. The Duct Tape Festival takes place on June 17th through 19th in Avon, Ohio. This last year was their third annual. And they use mostly Duct Tape brand duct tape, so they kind of sponsor them in a way. And it's kind of like a county fair with bride shows and food. This is one of the attracts, like a float in the car covered in duct tape, and this is their symbol that they use in advertising. Some fun facts about duct tape is it was really called duct tape because it was waterproof like a duck is, and the water just ran off of it. And it only came in Army green at the beginning because it was just used for the Army. Duct Tape brand has over 101 colors, including the standard gray, which I have here, solid colors, prints, and they also have college tees. So, the standard roll of duct tape is 2 inches by 60 yards, which is a lot of duct tape. And it doesn't work well on air ducts because it doesn't seal like it should. So, which is weird because that's what it's named after. This is used in like air ducts. An overview. It was made by Johnson & Johnson during World War II. It was used to package bullets in the Army, and a household used to take broken glass. You can use it to make fun jewelry for fun. And the Duct Tape Festival is celebrated on June 17th through 19th in Avon, Ohio. What do you remember? If you answer a question correctly, I'll give you a flower. So, raise your hand. What company first made duct tape? In the back. Yes. What is one used in the military? The coat. Yeah. You're so good. And what is one used in the house? Like what do you use it for in your house? Yeah. And what is one fun use for duct tape? Yeah. All right. Any questions? The question was how many things have I made with duct tape? A lot. I don't know how many. I've made a lot of flowers, just practicing and then to give out during presentation. I've made headbands. I had to redo this one a couple times. I had to make that. Bracelets, I made a couple of those. And then just preparing the folder. So a lot of stuff. The question was, have I ever been to the festival? No, I have not. It's a long ways away, all the way over in Ohio. So maybe someday I will, but I haven't yet.
Where did you learn to make this stuff?
The question was, where did I learn to make these things? I went on YouTube and do tutorials on how to make flowers, everything. And that was just really helpful. They have really helpful things if you ever want to do it yourself. Any other questions?
What is your favorite thing that you made with duct tape?
The question was, what was my favorite thing I ever made with duct tape? That's hard. Probably, I would say the flowers, because they're really pretty and they're fun to make because you get a full of it all, and it doesn't look like you're making anything, and then you have this really cool looking flower. Any other questions? Okay. The question was, do I know the name of the inventor or the exact year? I do not know exactly what year or the actual person. Any other questions?